This 14-year-old Bob Bateman did this. I thought it was kind of clever since everybody called me Bob Bateman, and therefore my initials were BB. Therefore I could write B slurred in to make it like a little insignia kind of thing. B with a dot between the two B's, but it would make it a circle. So is it a period or is it an O? So it could be Bob or BB. And then I wrote the year. And early on I wrote the year, then for a whole period, especially when I was doing my more artsy art, I didn't write the year. And boy, those of us that are caring about the archives of it now are quite frustrated because we can't place years on things. So I was mentioning the Beltline Ravine. It was a tributary of the Don River and a great feeder for migratory birds. There is a little story, or essay, story I guess you'd call it, the first chapter of Thinking Like a Mountain, my little book I wrote in the year 2000, is called A Day in May, and that's this day. And this happens meteorologically. You get, the ideal condition is to get a warm front coming up from the south, and the birds all ride on the warm front. They're often waiting down in the Bahamas or Jamaica or Cuba or somewhere, in the case of the Gulf of Mexico, and then this warm air comes in, and then they're all exhausted, and so they fall down or fall out. I've forgotten the exact term. It's kind of like a fallout of birds. Sometimes they literally drop from the sky. They say, "Phew, it's land. I don't care where I land. I'm so exhausted." And they're sitting on the ground. They're under bushes, and sometimes they literally say the trees are dripping with these wonderful exotic birds that are just passing through. Then ideally you want a cold front to stop them, or they may just rest up and keep on going. So you get these perfect meteorological conditions in which you get this great migration, concentrated mass, and they get concentrated, in this case, coming across Lake Ontario in the Don Valley, and then they go up these tributaries to make their way inland. And they're not out where all the houses and parking lots and things are, they're concentrated. And I was lucky, I lived right in one of these slipstreams, in a sense, of bird migration. That's where I grew up.